Your swollen legs are a silent heart attack warning. All right, take a quick peek down at your feet for 5 seconds. If your socks are leaving deep, lasting indentations, or your ankles seem to have borrowed some extra padding from your knees, then please keep watching, because that nagging, tired feet feeling might not be your shoes complaining. It could very well be your heart trying to whisper a warning. Every single evening, millions of us kick off our shoes, notice a little swelling, blame a long commute or a busy day, and just move on. But here's the quiet, often overlooked truth. When your heart isn't pumping blood as efficiently as it used to, gravity becomes a relentless foe, trapping fluid in your legs. That seemingly innocent swelling you shrug off today, it could unfortunately lead to paramedics in your living room tomorrow. It's a serious signal we often miss. The everyday mix-up. Sure, we all know the usual culprits: a super long flight, too much salty takeout, or even just a scorching hot day can puff you up. And typically, that kind of swelling packs up its bags and leaves after a good night's rest. But heart-related edema? Oh no, it doesn't clock out. Instead, it clocks right back in the next morning, often bringing along some unwelcome teammates, like breathlessness when you tackle the stairs, or that weird sudden 2-pound jump on the scale overnight. This kind of swelling is persistent, a sign your body is struggling to manage fluid. Warning sign 1. Pitting edema. Here's a quick test. Press your fingertip firmly against your shin bone for about 5 seconds. Now lift your finger. If that dent stays there, lingering longer than the memory of a really good mattress, then you're looking at what we call pitting edema. That persistent dent means fluid is literally camped out in your tissue because your heart isn't quite keeping the internal traffic moving. See just one pit? Make a mental note. But if both legs are suddenly looking like a pothole-filled road, snap a photo and seriously schedule that doctor's visit right away. Warning sign 2. The gravity curve. A healthy, strong heart works tirelessly overnight to drain away any swelling that accumulated during the day. But a struggling heart, it just can't keep up. So instead of disappearing, that puffiness slowly climbs, like a silent tide. You might notice your ankles are swollen by lunchtime, your shins are puffy by dinner, and sometimes it even reaches your knees by bedtime. If you wake up and can still see impressions from your bed sheets carved into your skin, it's a pretty clear sign your heart's pump is already running behind schedule, unable to clear the fluid while you rest. Warning sign 3. The tag-along crew. Swelling that shows up alone is annoying, sure, but swelling that brings friends? That's when things get serious. If your swollen legs are accompanied by sudden, unexplained weight gain, or you find yourself needing 2 pillows just to breathe comfortably at night, that's a big, flashing cardiac red flag. Add in random heart flutters or that utterly dog-tired feeling after something as simple as folding laundry, and you've got the classic heart failure quartet. One extra symptom might be a maybe, but 2 or more? That's definitely a phone call to your doctor, not a wait and see. Why it happens, simply. Imagine a bucket of water with a weak handle. As you try to lift it, even slowly, water starts sloshing over the sides, right? Your bloodstream is like that bucket, and your heart is the handle. When the handle, your heart, is weak, the slush is fluid leaking out into your legs. To make matters worse, your kidneys, sensing there isn't enough blood flow, start to hoard sodium in water, making that bucket even heavier and the slush even worse. Then gravity does its thing, dragging all that extra fluid south, making your shoes feel like they mysteriously shrank in the dryer. Quick differentiation. It's important to know that not all swelling is heart-related. For example, blood clots usually hit just one leg, often hurt, and feel warm to the touch. Swelling from liver or kidney issues can sometimes puff up your face too. And hormonal bloat, that tends to come and go monthly. Heart-related edema, however, is typically steady, usually affects both legs symmetrically, and is often friends with shortness of breath. When in doubt, doctors can order an easy blood test called BNP. Think of it as your heart stress report card, giving a clear indication of how your heart muscle is actually functioning. So if you just pressed your shin or found yourself nodding along to the gravity curve,
please tap that like button. It helps the algorithm show this critical information to someone else who might think their swelling is no big deal. And if you want more insights into taking charge of your heart health, hit subscribe, because next week we're breaking down how a simple daily walk can actually remodel a tired heart. What to do this week? Okay, here are 3 actionable steps you can take this week. 1. Snap a phone pic of your ankles every single night for 7 nights. This creates a visual diary. 2. Note your breathing effort on stairs. Count how many pillows you need to sleep comfortably, and check your weight first thing in the mornings. 3. Bring that photo diary and your notes to your next checkup. It saves a ton of guesswork and gets you answers much faster than just saying, "Sometimes my socks feel tight." It gives your doctor concrete evidence. Now, a vital warning. If you experience sudden chest pressure, find yourself gasping for air while lying flat, or gain 5 pounds in just 3 days, that's not schedule an appointment territory. That's skip the appointment and head straight to urgent care territory. Seriously, don't delay. Early fluid removal with medication can protect your heart and your kidneys, and often the fix is simple tablets, not complicated scalpels. Acting fast truly makes all the difference. Ultimately, swollen legs can be the cardiac equivalent of your car's check engine light. If you ignore it, the repair bill, both physical and financial, can skyrocket. So track that pitting, keep a close eye on the gravity curve, and most importantly, listen when those symptoms start banding together. Bring your notes to a clinician, ask about a BNP test or an echocardiogram, and address that fluid before it treats you to a crash course in ambulance interiors. Your heart is talking to you through your ankles. Make sure you're listening today, not waiting for tomorrow in the emergency room.